press. I have pressed. We are live.
So, who remembers what happened last time?
Well, we've figured out how to fix the whole water causing werebears problem. We were tracking down the purple lightning monks, or at least one of them, and low key, high key, thinking this has something to do with Shadowfell Kolt. At least Kolt saw the guy's face after we tried to knock them out, so we can track that guy. So that's where we're at, I guess.
Also,
Also-
Bitcoin and monkeys.
Also, yeah, Flume, Bitcoin monkeys.
I
from
convinced
the-
the village to deny the government taxes, arm themselves so they could fight back against the government, and also that they should start employing children as young as 5 in labor purposes, and also maybe some other stuff that's like incredibly negative for them because Flume is a fucking moron.
With 30 charisma.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
oh.
I'm going to quickly call up Fume.
Ring, ring,
Is your
ring,
is your
ring,
honeymoon
ring,
over,
ring, ring.
please?
ring.
Ahoy, hoy.
You think you think she's definitely busy right now. In fact, from your god level, you definitely know that they're busy right now.
Wow, chicka wow, wow. I guess Fume's busy. Does really obvious quotation marks. I suppose it makes sense. It is their honeymoon.
Flume will be like, so what god are you again? You keep saying you're a god of some sort.
Reproduction.
Yeah. So you'd agree with me that, like, relationships that can't reproduce are kind of abominations, right?
No,
No.
love is love.
In fact, I'm actually making changes to the universe so that doesn't happen anymore.
Oh, so disgusting. How could you, like, I thought you were a god. Aren't you meant to be, like, a good person? Why would you support such deviancy?
It's just Ruse talking over.
Yes.
So...
Bloom, that's some very close friends of ours that you're bad-mouthing there.
Yeah, the person that you're here
You might want to make
replacing
yourself scarce.
married a woman. Nothing wrong with marry woman. Woman great.
Wait, so I replaced the man?
No.
I don't understand.
It's just like perplexed on how and explaining it as like
So like, you need to know that, like, the constitution of marriage is between a man and a woman. Like, it's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. Or, yeah, that works.
I like how you stop for a second and like, wait, was that right? Yeah, that was right.
I'm gonna try and persuade you that's correct. No, I wouldn't do that. That
Too
is
fucking
terrible.
bad. Not one.
Yeah.
Oh
no! The mask is slipping. Yeah, where I'm from, it's like outlawed for those sort of things because they don't allow a strong society. That kind of degeneracy leads to, like, the downfall of all of us.
Wait, and you're from the same universe that Fireball came from?
Yeah, he's an evil person in my universe.
Huh. Sonia takes out a notebook. Yeah, just making a note of that. Okay, well, I'm gonna give you the option. You can go home now by yourself, or I can send you home.
What do you mean? Like, I'm here to help you.
You are no longer welcome.
And I'm seconding that. You are not welcome. Anyone who's bad-mouthing our friends like that, not welcome here.
I'm gonna go talk to the dragon about this.
No, you're not.
Go ahead.
Like, turn around and starts walking to the ship to go talk to the dragon.
Actually, yeah. You know what? Fair point. You'll be with us on this.
I'm gonna go and try and like talk to the dragon and like convince him that I should be kept on as part of the crew and that they're being like completely irrational. Just because someone like disagrees with you is no reason to like kick them out. Like we can still be friends if we have slim minor disagreements about things.
So is that all you say to him? Like you walk in and you're like, oh, we just had a small disagreement.
Yeah, I would like to try and persuade the dragon using what I have said.
Sure, roll persuasion. Alright, well, I don't know, roll deception, but, you know.
That's much worse. That's real bad.
I just remembered
Let's
another thing.
let's see the insight on this dragon.
Let's just keep rolling like another 50 times because I just realised you walked on the ship where all the Sunyas are.
Yeah, but the other Sunyas haven't heard the argument, right?
I mean,
Uh,
one of them is standing right there. Actually, no, wait, both of them are.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure Ben is incredibly insightful, to be fair. And like, you haven't said anything like horrible.
Yeah,
yet
I'm like,
to him.
all we had is a slight disagreement, and then as soon as we have a slight disagreement, they turn on me. I'm like, so much for like the tolerant left.
The DC is
Ben,
not.
they have a problem with Fume's whole way of life.
Like
How is that allowed?
Also, Ben, I found out something real shocking.
that's because he hasn't heard her say the really awful stuff yet. She's just covered and said we had a small disagreement, and they're like getting all worked
Yeah,
up.
it's
Yeah,
it's
and
like
co-
we
and-
we disagreed over like such a minor thing, like, and all of a sudden they're so angry at me, and I'm like, I don't get it. Like, we can still be friends even if we don't believe all the same things, right?
So like Ben, after we've sorted this universe, we might need to pop over and find whatever maze in Fireball's universe and get help in them because apparently it's actually outlawed for someone to have a homosexual marriage.
What? That's awful.
I mean, that's normal, right? Like, that's how you keep strong society is you make sure that people like make as many children as possible, and then you only
Nope.
keep the strong ones, and
Nope,
the weak
not
ones
here.
become slaves.
Not here. You're the only one in this room who thinks that.
Also, very quick pause. Just want to make it clear that Graham is playing a character.
I am literally
Yes.
playing the worst person, the worst
This is
people
all
that I have
roleplay.
ever seen on the internet.
These
I
are
want
not
them to
the
kill me.
beliefs of Graham.
No, my beliefs are the beliefs of the other character who is the serious character I'm playing.
Yeah, the one that we're defending.
Yeah, this is they got me to play mirror universe of my character, and this is mirror universe of my character.
And it was a mistake.
It was funny,
Yeah.
but
It was funny for 2 sessions, and now you're realizing that there are problems here.
Yeah, but I'm just like, can't just go ganking people.
It's like it's
that's
just
why I
like
offered them the chance to leave.
so much for tolerance. These people just like are so bigoted against me.
Yeah. So like we could drop you off at home. Or...
What do you mean drop me off at home? Like I'm stuck here because I was brought here by this. But what I now learned to be a freak.
It's oh, don't talk about my friend like that.
It's just like Ben looks at
What?
Sonia and she's just doing the like staring into his eyes, doing the slow nods.
Hell, even Colt is just like going, "Hey, I'm not going to stop you."
So we can send you home.
I don't know how wishes work where you're from, but I don't think I can leave.
I can send you home.
mean,
It's fine.
Trust me.
We will send.
I'm gonna
home.
give you a chance. I can give you a chance to try Flume if you let me. If you're a genie, right? If you let me have a wish.
No, don't worry. Don't worry. Ben will say like I got this. We can send you straight home.
But
Nah, trust me, I know how to do this, Ben.
but I seem to be really successful here. I'm like spreading like the proper way of life to the people in this area. Like soon everyone will be like defying the government with armed revolution and like punishing like things that aren't theft as if they're theft.
Hey, old Yeller, come round the back of this barn a minute.
I don't know who this old Yeller is, but like okay.
Okay, how much key do I have?
Alright, Joseph, move back to the outside map.
Okie dokie. Hang on, but
Are we gonna like get over this like weird aversion to me? You guys seem to have. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, we're gonna go outside now and we're gonna like check where the guy
Sort this out.
teleported.
Sure, yeah. I like we can get back to what we're good at, like doing magic and stuff, and not talking about like bringing up politics is so weird for you guys to be doing that. Well, all I'm talking about is the truth.
And then as soon as we're outside off the ship,
Like, you remember when they invented that anti-zombie vaccine, and it was really just a carrier for the universe to like code everyone's blood, like change everyone's DNA.
let's just,
Sonia, can you please do the thing?
I cast limit break. It's my once per
Oh.
campaign ability, where I send them to another universe and smash them into a supernova.
right. So are you using the power artifact to blue veil them somewhere
a
where the
supernova
universe is
somewhere.
ending?
Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
So much for the wokes. God damn.
So much for the walks.
a little bit of a little.
What final last words?
Oh.
Thrown through a portal into a supernova to get rid of her horrific views.
Just
Rightly
like
so.
Libertarians.
stands behind her, finger guns to the back of the head. Bang.
How could you betray me, you monsters?
Easily.
Easily.
Ah, cool. Now we can delete that character sheet and never
Flume.
talk of her again.
You just see you're on a planet, and on the horizon, the sun is getting real bright. And much closer.
Oh no, I'm made of water.
Dynamic finish.
You're getting quite. It's getting pretty hot. You're getting quite evaporaty. It's quite painful. And then, just in an instant, you're engulfed by the sun, never to be seen or heard from again.
At this exact moment, Sonia gets a text
Mm-hmm.
that's just like, "Sorry, Mr. Call, busy at the time. Hope my replacement's going okay. Not sure how that wish spell interpreted what I said, but like, hopefully they're capable enough to help you out."
It's just text back. Don't worry about it. You are very appreciated. Enjoy your honeymoon.
Okay, now you guys can get back to your mission, and we'll see what happens.
Oh. Okay, here's just a random Andrew thought. So in 7 or 8 years, when the final part of this Final Fantasy VII thing comes out, and Sephiroth does this attack, do you reckon that it'll include Pluto?
I mean, they should.
They should, but the scientific community doesn't agree.
I'm just waiting for the 13-part side quest to collect all the members of Knights of the Round.
And then it's like a half-hour cutscene every time you use it.
Yeah. No, the way the summons work in the remakes is that they just appear on the battlefield and fight with you, and then when their time runs out, they do their 15-minute cutscene.
Yeah, so they still have the very long cutscene.
Yeah, it just like if you can just end the battle before the cutscene happens if you try hard enough.
It's a race to win.
Okay, sorry for interrupting to have you kill me, because I hated playing that character and it felt really icky.
Don't blame you.
Fair.
Fine.
Alright, well, so that didn't go great, but we can probably just pick someone up in the next town we'll pop to help out. Well, actually, that actually might be a good idea. If we pick up someone local, they could help guide us around.
Yeah, maybe one of the local towns, or maybe Infectuous's place has like a top tier, the top brass adventurer that can help us out, because they'll know the law of the land.
We can
Also looks at the spot where he was fighting the other monk and is like, At least I got to see his face.
Hmm.
Be able to track him later.
Yeah.
So we got time.
Yeah, you have a little bit of downtime right now.
Yeah, Joseph, there seems to be something wrong on this picture. Something wrong. There we go.
I fixed it.
And funnily enough, the
What was
ping
wrong?
the ping looked like they had just exploded.
Oh.
Um,
So yeah, you guys can like fly towards the next town. You have a little bit of time to.
Good.
Yeah,
Good. Kolt is going to grab as many Sunyas as he can see, like by the hand, and then like lead them off. Either his dorm or like the training room or whichever's quieter, just so that he's not like crowded in people and, you know, well, he will be crowded in people, but you get the point. It's just them and him and Sunya conversation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
After
Sunya's, this is the weirdest conga line ever.
The break room is probably the most quiet. Sorry, no, the training room is probably the most quiet at the minute.
Also, just noticed. Go away, old art. That was made by me. I have different art now.
Gonna have them
Made by Flaw's Art. They did a great job. And the Bread Sunyas. Or
And
Bread
also
Sunya plus
child.
son
Yeah.
plus child. Gender pending.
They are still in egg.
I mean,
They are egg.
also,
But not the bad egg.
Yeah. Bringing attention back to art you've done, which I'm gonna zoom in on that one to bring attention to it. I'm definitely
Joe can make
tempted
it
by
big.
it.
Joe can make it big.
True. Joseph, can you make it big for me?
Or for everybody.
Daddy Joseph, make it big
this
for
not
me.
work?
There we go. Bespoke cult art made by Flaw's Art on YouTube, on not YouTube, Facebook. They were lovely lovely to work with from start to finish on it, and very reasonable to work with, and they did an amazingly good job. It was actually better than what I had pitched. Like I'd pitched like various bits and bobs and had an image of my head and what it would be, and then they showed me that during last week's session, and I went, damn, I like that better than what I had in my head. That's great. So it's getting used for his character sheet now.
I mean, that's technically what it's for.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay, so gets the Sunyas alone and go, so, to Prime Sunya, you were wondering why I collapsed in the last town.
Correct. And
Which
you
is
said
what- which is
everything
why-
was fine.
It kind of is. I'm fine.
Good.
Everything's functioning normally. The collapsing part was a surprise, and then what happened afterwards, and or during question mark, was a surprise because I think what essentially happened is I got a bunch of memories shunted into my head.
Okay.
Memories of the other me.
Other you as
like-
in, like, the one we're chasing?
Yes.
Okay.
Pulls out the photo that Amir gave her. Surprise, surprise, she had it, and like, yeah, this one. I think I don't know for this for certain, but I think it might just be because of how much of his ki is flowing through this place, and then I started interacting with it like I did at the river.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? And Kolt looks like he's struggling to think his way through something. Kolt goes, the memories were of one, where he came from, and two, his journey towards where we are right now, as well as memories that I have no comparison of. I found that for every one of his memories, I had my own version. But in every single one of those versions, it was something either positive or negative happening for me. Mostly positive, because look at where I am, look at where we are. And for everything that positive happened to me, something negative happened to him. That's why he's
right.
That's why he's done everything that he's done so far. The place that he's from is I've saw the place that he's from. It is a horrible, decaying, decrepit place. Everything is made of pain and suffering and entropy, and there's us here on a magic spaceship flying through space, having amazing adventures and being in generally really healthy and strong. So, and he has been made aware through magical means of this sort of bind between us, and that's where the bitterness and the hatred and the motive for him doing everything that he's done has come from. And you know what? I kind of low-key don't blame him.
No, I can see I can see the logic. Like, realistically, if he is linked to you that way, if he really fucks up your life or kills you, his life will be so much better.
It did beg the question to me. I've died 6 times. What happened to him during those 6 times? Must have been the best day ever.
Yeah,
for
it was like
5 minutes.
Yeah, you had like one good day.
He found it. I die. He finds a gold piece on the floor. You cast resurrection, and it all goes back to shit.
Someone steals it from his pocket when he's not looking.
As mean as that sounds, it seems to be the way things are working. But he has also came across something that I'm not sure I approve of, and would like to look into more. He found... I'm not sure if it's an artifact or not. It's a kind of crystalline mineral that seems to interact with ki, amplifying it in a similar manner to how the power artifact does for you. Or at least that's what it seems to do. That's in the crystal that guy who I just fought a little bit ago, he had that used it to teleport. It was the same sort of thing. And that is also the reason why he was able to find out about, he exists, but I also exist, and every time something good happens to me, something bad happens to him, that item opened his eyes to that. And also, that is also the reason why he hunted down my clan and succeeded in killing my chieftain. It was to actively save someone on his side. So you know what? This cloaked, shadowy figure that was the cause of me getting cast out of my clan, the one who framed me for that crime. I always thought that if I got a hold of them one day, I'd give them such a beating. And now that I know the reason behind it, you know what? I can't really hold it against him. He did it to try and save one of his own. I'm not saying I approve of it. I'm not saying that I would do the same. But but as you said, I understand the reasoning. So,
Okay.
if the path that we're going down does lead us to him, I'd like for it to be me versus him 1v1, and for everyone else to keep any of his ads off me. I just want to talk to him, really. I'm not gonna bring down the wrath of God down upon his head and obliterate him to bits. I just want to talk. So I just thought that you should know all of that because you're you and all that.
Okay. I'm gonna do two things. I'm going to cast an area of silence and then telepathically communicate to Kolt, so that specific undesirables don't hear this next bit. Okay, so Kolt, this doesn't leave this room because I admit it's a very, very dark thought, and I'm doing all this because I don't want other people to hear. And Joseph, stop thinking of ways that she can.
Hell, that's why I dragged you into the room, but I'm aware that a mayor might be listening, but hell, she already knows about this guy, so what was the harm? But yes, I'm listening.
Potentially, if someone got a hold of you and this person, they could use whatever this feedback loop is to essentially have a way of altering reality at will.
I didn't think it went that far, Jesus.
But if it works like this, it would not be hard to use you both as experimental products to figure out how it works and refine the process. Like, for example, if we captured him and endlessly tortured him, good things would start happening to you really quickly.
Not gonna let that happen.
Exactly. Hence the mind talk.
You know how I feel about fate and forging your own. I know that it's probably an affront to your diviner abilities and things, but you know I'm always down for ignoring that and doing your best, regardless of what future tellers will say. And if anyone tries to use me and him to bind fate to their whims, or regardless of whether it's to make his life better or my life better or make the other one's worse, I don't want any of that to happen to either of us.
Exactly. So that's why I'm warning you. Good choice of group, but warning you about who else. Like, be careful about who you mention that important factor to.
I had no intention of mentioning it to anyone other than you.
Also, to be honest, I'm kind of on the whole fate breaking type thing, because generally I just look at the future and I'm like, wow, that's shit. Let's stop that happening.
Okay, that puts a proper smile on Colt's face. He's like, man, I like that.
But yes, so we should drops the spell. So yeah, we should probably be go looking for that guy, go find a guide to help us around. Sounds like a good plan to me.
Find a guide, and I'm going to use the divination orb to find out where that other monk went.
Yeah.
And we'll take it from there.
Everyone all of the Sunyas put up their hand for a high five.
Cool high fives all.
Yeah.
You all high five, but it sounds really weird because of the silence.
Clap, 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 clap.
Pats the breads. Also, does Sunya understand all languages?
All common languages. Like as we discovered in the past when there was like what was his name, Joseph? Bubble Boy.
It's Bubbles, wasn't it?
It was Bubbles. He spoke in a language Sunya didn't know because it was unique to this universe.
Oh, so you might know Colt's sign language.
Yeah, I would know sign.
Called signs instead to say, and if Emir gets anywhere near this guy, God power's coming out.
Also, when you low five, I guess, the bread, you feel a sense of happiness.
Yeah. Okay, we're on the same page. Brilliant.
We step out and Ben's like, okay.
Wow, Joseph, wow.
Oh.
Stop talking to Graham. You're not allowed to do that.
I can't believe you've done this.
Wow, we had a great meeting with all of the most important people on the ship, except Fume, who's obviously at her funeral.
Oh God, what are you going to do? Am I being betrayed again?
Oh no, Flume's catching. Anywho,
I was just sitting here trying to set Flume up as a possible antagonist coming back with a mare, but no, he's not for it.
The problem is, a bear doesn't like Flume at all.
I don't get why. Like, they were very friendly.
She didn't know a lot about you, to be honest, but you were a pretty good medium of delivering stuff. That's because a bear doesn't hate people for who they are.
I'm just joking. Don't worry.
She hates people for what they do.
No.
She doesn't really hate people. She just sees them as useful for experiments and learning about stuff.
Yeah, she's a real monster.
She doesn't hate them. She doesn't like them either. Well, she does love some people. She likes her husband.
Her deadbeat husband that has disappeared somewhere.
I mean, he gets to be with the Mayor Prime constantly.
Whether he
why
likes it
there
or
are
not.
That's why there are clones here.
Okay, so Colt, where do you
Yes.
think we should stop down and look for a guide? We can go back to the town. Actually, we could go to one of three places. We could go to the town we were just at that you've cured.
And Mayor approaches you, Senor, and is like, "Hey, I know a guy."
Shoves just like hand in face. Shut up, I'm talking. We can go back to the main like city that we were in before, or when you use the artifact and figure out where this guy's went to, we could find one that's local to that place.
Yeah, I think guide first. Maybe check back at Anthikatros' city. Maybe that has like a guild or something.
Sure.
I mean, if it's got the fan club there, surely it has a guild.
Sure, you go back to the city. Uh,
Oh, and what a shame that we had a perfect chance there to have Cthulhu on our party.
I mean, yeah, Amer was genuinely gonna offer you up like an eldritch abomination. It's really been wanting to get into reality, but it's one that's not quite powerful enough
I
to
mean-
rip apart existence by being here.
I mean, that would just annoy Colt even more. He's already got the bag that has one Eldritch Horror chained up inside it. As soon as this is all over, he's just gonna be like, "What is this? What have you done?"
Ah, give those out to everyone. They're great.
No.
Look, Steve's even in there. Say hi to Steve. Hi, Steve. You notice that when you notice when she looks down the bag, it like quickly hides the sign, and is just like, I love it here. Shifty eyes, looks left and right. It's like, oh, don't worry, Steve. I already know your punishment's coming, and then just worry descends over its face.
Don't
As the
worry, I've got the
closes.
bag, and I've got the bag, and I mean you no harm. Shuts bag.
Cole, I don't think it matters if you have the bag, if she's figured out what the thing's thinking.
Yeah, true. True.
Anywho,
Enjoy recruiting someone.
sure?
Do you want me to come with?
No.
Oh,
I was going to go with not really, but being blunt is better, really.
Okay, I'll just go back
The
to what I
only
was doing
person Colt
before.
is that blunt with.
I do love how all the different colored lights in this town make it look like there's a rave happening.
Oh yes, Sonia,
Constantly.
can I borrow a cup of sugar?
In what do you mean?
Like, can I borrow some, like, stuff?
That's not what you just said.
I'll give it back.
If you want sugar, ask Ben. It's his ship, his supplies.
Yeah, but the sugar you have is so nice.
What are you asking for?
Can I have a couple, can I borrow some money?
Are you saying that you, of all people, mad scientist inventor, can't figure out a way to make money?
No, I've got tons of money. I just want to borrow some.
No, use your own.
Damn. Are you sure I can't? Just a little bit.
Why?
I just don't have a lot of liquid cash here.
And why do you want liquid cash?
I want to buy some stuff.
What do you want to buy?
I just want to get some memorabilia from the local area.
We can pick up memorabilia,
Yeah, but I want to.
but you're staying on the ship.
But I want to leave the ship.
Okay, bye.
I will take that as a yes.
Nope.
No, stay on the ship, keep doing the job that you were doing.
Don't worry, already not listening.
Fuck.
Plausible deniability, here I go.
One of these days.
Oh.
Ah, excellent. Now Joseph has 2 antagonists for the second campaign.
What do you mean 2?
He has the entire system in Flume's universe, and I mean,
Yeah. I was gonna say, aren't they like millions between them?
we'll figure it out.
Oh, campaign 2's part, you're so fucked.
Look, if you split it up into the number of problems, then you've only got like 2. Yeah, just defeat 2 things
2 universes.
worth of stuff. Yeah, just 2.
Yeah, because obviously,
Anyway.
if you want to up the
Anyway.
stakes from one universe,
Anyway, that sounds like a problem for like 5 years of our actual lives in the future.
God, that's a depressing way to put it. Anywho, happily walking in
Mean it
town,
that way.
walks over to the bread shop, which I imagine's over here somewhere, and I'm like,
The
hey,
entrance is. I mean,
yeah.
the bread shop's entrance is here. The fan club's entrance is there.
yeah, hi, bread man. Boy, it's
Uh,
been a day.
A little old day.
You see, there's a little dancing bread, Sonia.
Nice. God, it's insert that meme, but boy, it's been one hell of a day. It's Tuesday. Oh no, one hell of a week.
It's been one hell of a week, but it's Tuesday. Oh God!
Good old Tintin memes.
So, can I get you anything?
Not really. I just wanted to relax for a minute, and your shop smells really nice.
Man, it's like how people treat bartenders, but it's
Yeah,
a
I
bread
know,
shop.
Sonia, do you want anything in here?
It's like Sonia's rocked up to her preferred bartender and is just
fuck's
like, can I throw it up?
Takes out gold piece, puts gold piece down. There, that's for the air I'm smelling.
He's like, oh no, it's fine. You can just hang around in here if you want.
Colt
Like,
will buy a couple of croissants and just share them with Sonia.
Okay. Like, you don't have to buy anything. You can just chill.
Yeah, but I want to.
Sonia declines. She's anti-bread products now.
Do you want something else? Do you want, like, cake?
I haven't met him made of cake. Yeah, cake me up.
Sure.
Oh yeah, Sonia, that's a good point. Still getting used to the whole, change thing.
He bakes you each a little cupcake.
It's Sonia's face is like, I don't care enough. Nom nom nom.
He's just like, cool.
How much? After we've ate them.
Like, a gold for both.
Sure. Puts down another 2 gold pieces. So 3 in total.
This is already too much money.
Take it as an investment in your shop doing better.
Oh, okay, sure. Okay. Just like puts it in the register.
Hey, I guess it just means that you've had a really good day.
True.
Treat yourself.
Will do.
Also, all of the crazy people downstairs, we've told them to be nice to you.
Oh, that's very nice of you.
They're also apparently massive fans of ours, so like if you do any other stuff with like my face or his face and stuff, that'll probably sell quite well with them.
Oh, fair enough. Okay. I guess I'll start making like decorations with you guys on it.
Just a thought, like it's an easy market for some good money for you.
He begins like he pulls out a cake and starts like shaping it at incredible speed, and it turns into like 3 little statuettes of you, Kolt, and Flume.
It takes the flume one, bites the head off it. It puts down another
What?
gold piece. No. That one no longer exists. Forget that person. They were a real bad person.
Real bad
Oh,
egg.
okay. Just like
This is where they start to find that like the many of the fan club who she was talking to and handing out bracelets to have gained some new thoughts that are bad thoughts.
Look, we're not checking on them yet, but Sonia does have a mental note posted for we need to go downstairs later and get rid of any
Yeah.
flume stuff.
Yeah, maybe like on our way out, leaving here once we're done.
Sure.
But
He
just
just like
the stress of
removes
the
that
flume
third
plus a
cake.
mare was too much. Needed a calming environment.
removes that portion of the cake, just slides it into the bin, I guess. And then it's just like, cool. So then he starts adding like color and texture to the other two cakes, and it's like, do these look good? And there's two little pretty
Colt,
lifelike.
Colt, you think that they're holding up a mirror?
Really well done.
And it's just like, oh, nice, cool. I'll get these in the window at the front and displayed proudly. And maybe that'll bring in some more customers.
Good
and then
luck to
just
you.
a sign next to them that says, "These are cakes."
Oh, it's like that meme that's been going around. It's like, is it cake or something else? And it's like a lump of concrete or something.
Ooh,
Then they go, surprise.
Is that
it's
not like a
cake."
3-year-old meme now?
it is, but it's a nice one.
It's a nice meme.
It comes from a
A
Japanese,
Japanese show,
like,
yeah.
game
Mm.
show.
Mm.
Eat that shoe.
Yeah.
So what brings you back to town?
We need to find like a local who knows a lot about the lay of the land around here.
Yeah, if there's like a local adventurers guild, that'd probably be the most ideal.
Yeah,
If you know the place.
you could always check the local adventurers guild.
Ooh, could you point us in the direction? We were gonna go and ask someone else, but if you actually know where it is, that would be great.
Yeah, it's just this sort of, it's just down the road, down the main road.
You can see like that round bit poking over the buildings.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like just that thing that you can see. Go towards that. It's that building.
Noted.
Well, thank
So
you,
yeah,
and have a lovely day.
Yeah, thank you.
have fun.
Have a good one.
Bye bye.
Good luck with the cakes.
Trumpety trumpety
Will
trump.
do.
Trump trump trump.
Roll perception, Sonia.
Perception. I am the most perceptive. I perceive that I did not have my character sheet open.
Damn, that's perceptive.
I perceived that I saw a token move. Can't roll 20. You're making me look bad. There we go. Perception.
Sure, roll 20's making you look bad.
Ah, mwah, magnifique.
Jesus Christ.
When you were about here, you would have seen like you turned around for a second because you heard like a noise, and it was a little gnome walking into this building from the fan club side.
So walking
they
into
have-
the fan club.
Yeah, they have pink hair, and their name is definitely a mare.
Oh, just calmed down. Colt, a mayor went into the fan club.
Oh no. Goes in to drag her out.
Do you just like go in, pick up, and then leave?
Yeah, go in and athletics check.
Sure.
No, you don't. Stop it.
It's like, why? What's wrong?
Holy crap.
Boring.
Colt is really. Nope, no, you don't.
I'm just having a little explore.
Those are very nice people. I'm not gonna let you harm them.
I'm not gonna harm them anymore.
Everything
I
you
already
do is
have.
harm.
Yeah, you've already harmed them by putting those bracelets on them.
Yeah, I was
Speaking
thinking
of, what the hell was that? What's the purpose?
the bracelets.
Yes.
Oh, just pop one on.
No. It came from you. You think I'm stupid?
They're just all they do is they make you my friend.
Insight as to whether that is actually what they do, or to insight what the actual whether it's like a play on words, like my friend is brainwashing 31.
Insight. She's being deceitful.
What did they actually do? Did they turn them into your mind slaves or something?
No, not my mind slaves. I just like gain the legal rights to them.
That's that's worse. Well, you're not allowed to go in and grab them. They're their
I'm
own
not gonna
people.
not going in and grabbing them. Technically,
Then why are you going specifically here?
I just thought I'd like give them the introduction, you know. But it's fine. Like technically, they're already being held by like one of my other pets.
Well, I've got the bag now. There's gonna be nobody else wearing your bloody bracelets, and I don't think there's anybody else on the ship who. I don't think there's anybody else on the ship who's daft enough to hand them out.
Yeah.
So we'll deal with this when we have the chance.
By the way, do you want another bag?
No, hang on a minute. You have more.
Obviously.
Of course you have. Of course you have more.
Why would I make one of a thing? Mass production, baby. These things roll out.
Stop it. What are you going to gain from getting legal rights over a bunch of commoners?
Oh, lots of useful things.
Yeah, she likes dealing in souls and making deals with horrible things.
It's one thing when you make clones of yourself in order to do that with yourself. Stop doing it with innocents who don't know what they're getting into.
Yeah, but you gotta remember. It's science.
But I've got to remember that you're insane.
Yeah. Gotta factor that in.
Look, if you're going to keep helping us save the universe that you cherish so much because you've learned so much about science in this world, stop doing things that we feel are immoral.
Yeah, but you gotta remember. Like, a lot of this is saving the universe. Like, I need this much power if I'm gonna save the universe.
You have plenty of power already.
Yeah,
They're not going to help you that much. Let them live their own lives. The whole point of saving the universe is so that they don't even have to think about it.
yeah, but do you know how many souls it takes to, like, prevent someone from traveling through time? A lot. It takes a lot of souls.
Is there any? I'm sure you can think of an alternative fuel source than souls.
I
I
mean,
bet
like,
you can't.
sure,
I
I
bet.
can.
I bet you can't think of a fuel source that can replace the souls in that process that is ethically sourceable.
Oh, I
That
mean,
doesn't hurt anybody.
there's
Oh.
lots of ways of doing it. It's just they don't really match the time frame. Like, there's ways of doing it, but the universe will be dead by then. So you know.
So surely that
So
makes
you
it a challenge then.
So in short, you have no faith in us doing it.
I've got faith in you guys. Why do you think I'm investing so much in this plan?
If you have so much faith in us, then stop using the souls of the innocent to speed up the process.
Go, like, take over the hells or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I already own the abyss.
Exactly, so take
Is
over
that not
the other...
enough?
Just focus on the evil places first. Once all the
Okay.
evil places are done, then we'll talk about what's next.
Then the rest.
I said
got it.
we'll talk.
Yes, we'll talk.
Yes, okay. I'll get right back to that.
Above game, why does Kolt and Sonia feel like parents scolding a disobedient child right now? At least
Why?
we're working as a team. We're on the same team.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just get back to what I was doing before.
And leave innocent commoners alone. They did nothing to you. Leave them
Wait,
alone.
wait. Here you go. He pulls out a schematic and hands it to you.
What this?
This is how the
Do
bracelets
I want to
work.
know? It's what?
It's how the bracelets work. They're really intricate.
folds up the piece of paper, just folds it up like as thoroughly as he can, and tucks it like under his belt. Like, I'll give that to somebody who can actually read it later.
Okay. Well, have fun. I'm gonna go back to doing stuff. Bye.
Bye.
And she waddles off into the distance.
Adds to inventory schematic of unintelligible horror.
And then do you walk into the Adventurers Guild?
Schematic
No, I'm gonna go
of horror.
back upstairs. Order another cupcake. But this is this is a smelling cupcake.
This is a cupcake to be smelled.
Yes.
And then the Adventurers Guild.
Yes.
Okay. You walk into the building. Graham.
Sorry.
Graham.
Mhm.
Your new character can be in this building.
Oh wow.
Which building?
The building we're standing next to.
Yeah.
What building is that building?
It is the Adventurers Guild because, Brooks, you're the strongest adventurer here.
Huh.
Colt is literally just like at the front desk, just like, so who's your top brass in this place? Like your numero uno, and they just point at you straight away.
Everyone points at Graham's character.
He's just sitting with his hat down, like with a glass on an empty table, because no one else is willing to sit at the same table as him. He hasn't noticed that everyone's pointing at him, or he is pretending to not notice.
Because he's cool.
Yeah, I guess Colt being like the most adventure-y, and keen on like get adventurous girls be like, "Hey there, friend. Word around here is that you're the top brass around here."
That's true.
Hello.
Who might be asking?
Name's Colt. Holds out hand for handshake.
Howdy, partner. Holds his hand out for the handshake.
Yeah, handshakes like really heartily, like you know, a real man's handshake.
But yeah, when he's looked up, you see this. He's about 3'4".
Mm-hmm.
And there's a booster seat on the chair,
Nice.
so that he can be at the right level as the table.
Yeah.
And he is in sort of like what look like road leathers, and like on the hook on the wall behind him is this like long sort of duster jacket that looks like it's too long for his height.
Sonia, to keep up the charade that Andrew doesn't metagame, does a nice curtsy.
He tips his hat to you. It's like, so what y'all looking for around here?
Basically, a guide to the lay of the land, essentially. If you're one of their top adventurers, I'd wager that you've seen your fair share of the areas around here. Know your way around the mountains and caverns and towns and streams.
I'm probably going to give up trying to do an accent for this guy because it's not working.
Fair.
My head can't get it. My head can't do it. He will, basically nod and be like, "So what's in it for me to show you foreigners around?"
I don't know.
Yeah.
Money?
We could pay you in gold, platinum, in international credits, and if we end up looting anybody who attacks us, keep what you take. Sound fair?
What's the monetary outlay for our time here?
Yeah. Sonia's
What's your going rate, sir?
Oh, I just want to know how important this job is, and usually the money offered tells you that.
sure, how about 100 gold a day?
Oh, it's only that important.
I mean, to be fair, it's not really that important of a job.
I mean, it's largely someone to keep us right in terms of where we're going, what we're looking at, and basically watch our backs. But
Essentially,
we can
Okay.
handle the rest.
what we need is a talking map.
You throw in a good bottle of whiskey and I'm yours.
Done.
I could steal you a good bottle of whiskey from my friend's secret cabinet that I shouldn't know how to get into.
Theft. Truly my favorite activity outside of other activities.
All right, perfect.
I don't think anyone understands my jokes.
I'm kind of picking up on it, but Colt is just like, adventure is what you like. Or what do we like, I should say.
He like hops off his chair, grabs the jacket, slings the jacket on, it's trailing behind him on the ground.
Nice.
So cool.
He's like
I like this guy's style already.
Nods to the receptionist, throws a couple of gold their way. Like, don't forget to have my table clear next time I come in.
Little tumbleweed rolls outside of the guild as he leaves.
Like spaghetti western music is playing in the background.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that is the exact song I was like whistling, but it doesn't come through when you whistle songs through the mic.
Aye.
Discord's
Discord
gay.
do be like that.
Sonia
Yeah.
takes particular interest in the tumbleweed, noting that the plants it's made of are not from this area.
Oh, when you take notice of the tumbleweed, you pass through it as an illusion. You would realize that, like, because you're magical, the coat is like broadcasting illusions that make things look more authentic.
Ironically,
Western-y.
that actually does answer the question of my joke of
Mhm.
why it's a different species of plant that
Yeah.
it's made of. Aria, it's cool
Also,
as
why
fuck.
you can hear music.
He
Oh,
like pulls
wait,
up,
that's not
he,
normal.
He like pulls up the collar, and it's like it's just like the coat is now playing his theme music.
And because
Cool.
because he's a Westerner cowboy, it's like eventually it'll start narrating his backstory.
Well, let's quickly. This is just for me. Let's go onto YouTube and look for royalty-free Western music.
Do it.
Yeah.
Make it so.
Do you take him back to your ship?
I mean,
You
don't
ever
see
been
why not.
you ever been on a Spelljammer before, partner?
Just once.
See, you're a bit more familiar than I was the first time.
Ah,
Yeah.
the tumbleweed dance.
Spelljammer's where I got this coat.
Nice.
It's a very cool coat.
It is a very cool coat.
I killed 16 people to get this coat.
Oh, I hope they were
Cool
wrong to us.
backstory as well.
What was that?
I hope they did you wrong.
They did everyone wrong. And he just like goes silent,
I mean,
staring off
okay,
into the distance,
okay, I mean-
smouldering.
I'm intrigued now. Who are these? What did they do?
He describes to you like insect like alien slavers that were like kidnapping people from the smaller town he was originally from.
Ah, I'm glad for you that you took them down. Bloody slave drivers, like literal slavers. One of the things I simply cannot abide.
You and me both, buddy. You and me both.
Fist bump. Fuck yeah.
He like fist bumps and then does the explosion off the fist bump.
Nice. Does the same.
So
I won't
you-
deny this has all gotten a lot more epic since I started this song.
So where he's headed?
I guess I'll look at the divination sphere to see where Monk Boy went. Can't save with advantage because I'm going to take Ben Oren's thing.
Yeah? Where did I put Grimm's?
22. Do I keep my face?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, he should go into...
I would like to make the joke that his coat is so much longer than is intended for him that he like gets through the automatic doors, and by the time he's like coats up coming through the automatic doors, they're shutting on it. He has to like pull it behind him.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it's magic.
Oh.
Oh, it's a good thing we don't still have the power artifact here. The music would be playing really loud.
That would be very
Like,
funny.
But it'd be deafening, like deafeningly loud. And there'd be tumbleweed everywhere.
But everyone in the entire vicinity would know his name.
But yeah, he like sits by one of the desks and starts just pulling guns from his like coat.
Actually, yeah, that's a good point. On the way to the ship's like, I don't think we got your name. I'll give you mine.
I told you my name. When I shook your hands, I'm Howdy Burner.
My
Howdy
mistake.
Are you another one's gonna mock my name?
I'm not gonna
My
lie to you,
father
sir.
gave me
I
this
thought
name and I killed him for it.
I'm not gonna lie to you, sir. I thought it was your own kind of way of greeting me.
Yeah.
Wait,
Nice to meet you, howdy
bastards.
partner.
Wait, sorry, I was zoned out there for a second. You killed your dad?
Yeah,
Alright.
'cause he gave me this name to make fun of me, and I found him one day, and we fought in the mud, and I killed that bastard.
Oh.
At least it sounds like you got a
It's
mutually agreed
vengeance for
duel
abandoning us.
and a vengeance plot.
I looked him square in the eyes when we fought. Don't sucker punch a man. Unless he's bigger than you. Then sucker punch him all you want. That's my philosophy.
I mean, looking at you, just like, I can kind of see your reasoning. I ain't gonna judge.
Oh yeah, this is also the bit where Mayor gets back and is like, "Oh, you've made a new friend. Welcome to the team."
Oh wait, so
Howdy partner.
Wait a second.
Ignore everything that this person says.
Wait a second.
They
Wait a
are-
second. There.
Yes.
That was when the music looped.
Okay.
Sunya's been listening to his theme music for the point where it loops.
He's like, oh, is it looped? And he like clicks the lapel and it changes to a slightly different song.
Man, you found a little cowboy. This is cool.
He, like,
Howdy
looks,
partner.
he looks at her with like hatred. Would you like to rephrase that, ma'am?
You found a little cowboy. This is cool. By the way, she is saying that at roughly the same height as you. She's a little bit shorter.
Ma'am, there are words that are insensitive and are fighting words.
Yeah, they might not have cows on this planet.
You found the little gunslinger?
No, that you need to alter a word before that.
You found
I am a normal-sized cowboy.
Right, okay. You guys found a cute cowboy.
I can accept that one, ma'am.
Okay, have a nice day. Oh,
Why
wait,
don't you just mosey on?
Do you need like guns?
No, he's like gestures to the pile of guns in front of him.
Okay. I mean, those are some weird guns.
Yeah,
Fair enough. You have a good day.
and he starts like putting them back into his coat.
Pats on the back. Nice one, sir. You dealt with that one really well.
Dealt with what?
That character. Like
Oh.
gesturing in the direction that Amir went in.
He like nods and is like, so where do you need me to show you around?
Right, so what did I see from that 22 on the divination orb?
You saw a room. that looked like. It seems to be some sort of library. But it's kind of a bit in ruins. And there are a bunch of purple lightning boys in the room reading books and then like using key.
I take it one of them is the one that I was fighting. Do I recognize any others?
You don't really recognize any others, but
Yeah.
one of them was indeed the one you were fighting.
Okay. I think we established before that I'm able to use the divination sphere to see the surrounding areas of a place.
You don't necessarily see the surrounding areas, but you can send coordinates for the ship so you can go there.
Okay. Give ship coordinates. What does it come up with? Is it still on this planet or
It
is it
says
somewhere else?
It says it's like nearby, but on the like it's in the Shadowfell somewhere.
Oh, brilliant! They've gone back there then.
So we could go there.
So it's okay. Howdy, partner. We are gonna need your expertise on the lay of the land, but you're gonna see what you know to be, the area. But it's going to look a lot more. It's probably going to look a lot more decayed and in ruins and stuff like that. Because we're going to have to shift between planes. You still comfy with that?
He's like, so we're shifting planes for this hunt?
That's what it looks like according to this. Because like
You were
Kolt would
just-
reckon.
You were just paying me to be your guide in this place. So do you need me anymore?
Ben's like, hey, we could always use another body. How much do you want? Like 10,000 gold for this job?
Yeah, I was just gonna
He
say
is
we'll
like,
still
he
pay
is
you to
like,
watch your backs.
hand out. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, I very
Hey.
much would.
10k for one job is more than he's ever seen as like a single job.
Ben hands you it is delivered to you in a bag of holding, and he's like, oh, you can keep the bag as well.
Sonia hisses at the bag of holding.
He like puts the bag of holding inside his jacket.
Are you worried about the bag, man, Sonia?
Oh, I wasn't even thinking of him! I forgot about the bag man!
It's
Who?
alright if the bag man is a thing. I will deck him in the schnoz, don't worry.
And
Like,
then
Mr.
running
Calm Sonia.
I heard bag man. I know that guy. He's not worth the hype.
I'm very confused. but
You
I'm
would know
co-
that. It's just a folk tale, howdy partner.
No,
It's
he's
just a
real.
folk tale.
I've met him.
I mean,
Again, he's
I'm just
not
gonna
all he
spend-
claims to be.
I mean,
I'm just
just to give Mayor Barbs, this is like, yeah, I imagine he turns up to your family reunions.
Well, I sent him an invite, but he's quite unsociable.
You sent him an invite.
gonna spin the chamber on the revolver and flick it, and I'm like, can we just shoot him?
I mean,
yeah.
if he turns up, go for it.
Cool. I've learned that anything you can shoot to death, probably not something you should be worried about.
I'm pretty sure I could punch him out. So yeah, probably not that much to worry about.
Yeah.
Oh, don't do that. He's very weak. I will say. But yeah, Ben will enact a plane shift.
Just make sure you keep those bags away from me. I'm like 90% dimensional space.
Oh, that's what you're worried about, right?
Which is
Got
also
it.
mostly bread.
Yeah.
Partly bread, part extra dimensional space.
All God.
Oh.
Yeah. Ben's like, okay, we've plane shifted. You guys.
Are we like at the location?
Yeah, you're just outside.
So is there like some sort of library near here, or ruins of one?
There's a sort of cave structure pretty close by, which seems to be where the coordinates would connect up to. He'll land in front of it.
As he's going into land, Kolt is just like, you might want to back off a little bit,
Okay. Flies a
just
bit
in
away,
case.
and then he'll fly a bit away and then land.
Yeah, so that just in case, because of what Colt's thinking from like the memories that he has. Okay. Time to see if we find what we're looking for.
Sure. Who's heading off on this mission? And who would you like to bring with you?
I mean, Colt's gonna ask if TQ could come with as well, just for the extra bodies as well as howdy partner.
Sure.
Howdy partner. When we go outside, does the actual like topography look similar to you? Like that cave plus like these hills look
Oh,
about
yeah.
right?
Does
To anything?
Sense want to fight stuff?
No.
Fair enough.
Leave Andrew alone, Joseph.
The topography looks like it doesn't look familiar to you, Kolt.
Does it look familiar to me?
Yeah, you know it's like a place that's pretty close to the city. It just looks very melty.
Yeah. Looks normal to me.
Like it looks more putrid and gross, but otherwise the actual shape of the land is pretty similar.
Okay, so what is that usually? At least to your knowledge, pointing at the cave.
I answer with whatever the DM is about to say.
Yeah, that's what I was prompting for.
As far as you remember, it's a cave.
Yep. I'm like, it's a cave system.
Points at that cave. So what's that normally? It's a cave.
Yeah, but I meant like, is it known to be like, I don't know, maybe a dragon's lair, or is like a cult living?
No,
in
we
it,
killed the
something like
dragons.
that. Oh, cool. Okay, so
Wait a minute,
should
what?
be empty.
Killed the dragon, sir?
Yeah.
Cool.
As in, like, killed all of them?
I mean, the ones that were a problem, yeah.
I mean, if they're causing
Ben-
problems
Ben
and
breathes
they're not going
a
to
sigh of
back
relief.
down. Sorry, what?
Ben breathes a sigh of relief.
I mean, you get paid for a job, you do a job, right?
Ben tenses up again.
No, Ben doesn't tense up. He's the one who has the money.
He's the one with the money.
I'm like, why is he breathing hard?
Oh, just dragon.
To use the memorable line, he looks more nervous than a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs.
I'm sure he's fine. He just feels strongly about a few things, including dragons. I'm sure he's fine.
So yeah, do you guys head into cave?
Cautiously,
I'll
but yeah.
I'll take the lead
Cool.
as the person who's meant to be doing directions.
Sure, you come into this room.
Steps through the door. The epic music starts playing. Alright, we're in stealth mode.
DM, does any of this look familiar to the memories that I got shoved into my head?
No, this is an entirely different place.
Cool.
You enter into this room. There is a pit filled with a bunch of bloody corpses. Other than that, the room seems to be empty, and there is a door at the other side of the room which is currently closed. The door also has an ornate skull on it.
ornate skull of any particular kind, or just looks?
It's just
Does
a
it-
skull. It doesn't. You would guess it looks humanoid-y, like sort of 2 eyes, a nose, a mouth.
Ah, I forgot to bring on other guy. No, not that one. Yes, that one. Tiki will be bringing up the rear just as added reinforcements.
But there's currently no one in this room.
Looks down at the bodies. Do they look like it was like execution style or like combat to the death?
Roll me perception. Or if you want, you can go down there and roll investigation. There seems to be a rope. To climb on and
I am better.
there.
I am better at perception,
And
and
yeah.
I could just fly.
Like there are ropes to get in and out very easily. Yeah, you can also.
Jesus
climb
Christ, Colt! Can you keep rolling like this all night?
up. You would guess these people committed suicide.
Oh. Are they all of different races?
There's a good mix of races.
Okay. Is there anything else in the room jumping at it as I slowly make my way around? Is it-
Roll investigation.
Any of this making any sense to you, Howdy?
And actually, with the perception from 4, nothing jumps out at you with the investigation, but with the perception 4, you will notice on the ceiling there are 3 bloody marks. One is above this chair, one is above this column, and the last one is above this table.
On the ceiling?
Yeah, they are carvings of like blood.
Carvings?
Some sort of like. The rock has been carved, and then like red plating has been placed over it to make it look like blood.
Do the symbols mean anything to me, or if I bring it to somebody's attention, if I point them out and go, anyone know what that means?
Ooh, blood magic maybe.
Anglomancy?
Can Archon?
You can.
Can anyone roll whatever?
Whatever.
I don't know about whatever. I don't see how like survival.
I mean,
can
whatever
help
is
you
me.
here.
Whatever means. What do you want us to roll?
Oh, sorry, Joseph. This is what I actually meant to roll. Oh wow.
The ceiling loves you so much that it wants to eat you right up. Nom nom nom.
So basically, I got nat 20, so it was the same roll basically.
Roll 20 has been very generous today.
Arcana tells you. You would guess it's some sort of like. It tells you that this, like, channels. This is a thing that is meant to channel, like, life and stuff, but you're not really, like, without examining it more closely and with some spells, you couldn't tell its exact purpose, but you would definitely guess it has something to do with channeling life.
Do I notice any key flow through it, or does it have anything to do with key?
You'd sort of notice. No, not really. There's not really any key here.
But it's for channeling life energy.
Yeah.
Sonia thinks.
So many things that might have something to do with the soul.
What is he doing here, or what are they doing here? With regards to this. So nothing else jumps out in this room.
I mean, not with a 5. Does anyone else investigate around, or are you just gonna leave it all to Kolt?
Tikio, you've got special robot eyes. Help me.
What do your robot eyes see?
I'm low-key tempted to summon the God Man as well. Get that done and out the way before it fucks me over later. Scan as tech help. As like his mechanical eyes just like do a scan of the room.
You look around the room,
Yeah.
and you a couple of things come to your attention. There's some bits of paper here. You notice all three of these chairs have a little pressure plate, and when you you can activate them if you want. And under this bench, and this bench, there is a little, it's a little skull that looks like it can be, depressed into the ground, like a button. I'll mark those for you in just a moment.
So a series of switches and buttons.
Yep. And the three chairs have little pressure plates, under the seat. You would guess. So when something sits on them, it'll trigger something. And there's also some paper on the table.
Yeah. What? Picks up papers.
You. What languages do you speak?
I mean, Tikio. Actually, if Tikio is the one to? Because Kolt just has common and sign. Fucking where is it? Common and deep speech. If I don't understand any of the languages on it, I'll hand them to Sonia and say, "What this?" Looks important.
New phone, who dat?
New phone, who this?
It's not common nor deep speech.
Papers are thrust into my hands.
Indeed, papers are thrusted to the smart person. Translator's not working on this. What do you know?
Is it a language I'd recognise, Joseph?
What languages do you speak?
All of the main ones.
All the main ones? Then no.
Nah, don't recognise it. Hey,
What does it look like?
partner. Do you recognise this?
I have a look. Do I recognize it?
What languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Halfling, Infernal.
And
Also no.
something local, right?
I mean, I do speak the local language because I'm from here. That's what Common is here.
Also no.
I can use
What does it
magic.
look like?
That language not local.
It is not a local language. It is something very odd.
What does it look like?
It's hard to make it, you can tell it is weird liney squiggles, but you just don't understand what they mean. You'd guess they mean something. They're written in lines across all of the paper, but you don't understand.
Wait a
what they
minute, this
mean.
isn't words, this is a Sudoku.
Or is there some kind of pictogram?
It doesn't.
Could Kolt maybe
try-
in?
roll perception. You might be able to see something.
Colt's gonna peek over Tikio's shoulder and roll that.
It's not in Thieves' Cant, is it?
No, because if it was in Thieves' Cant, you would be able to read it, just not understand the message.
I know, I just wanted to say that.
Sag.
It's also not in Druidcraft.
Okay.
Is it in... Oh, what the hell they're called? What the poo
Well,
monsters?
you would guess this is not a pictogram, based on your observations.
Otyuk? Is it an Otyuk? I know that one.
It is not an Ottio.
I know Space Hamster.
Do you want to investigate the paper?
Me or Kolt?
Anyone?
Sure.
I mean, Colt's tried his best, so
That's an awful roll with that bonus.
Sonia, you'd guess the paper is magical in some way.
is it illusory script?
Okay, so...
Tikio could try dispelling it.
better yet, before you try to dispel it, Kolt could try lizarding it. Because that doesn't get...
Yeah.
Because then if it's something hiding what's there, then it's great, you can dispel it. If it's something that we want to read that gets dispelled, then that's not helpful.
In that case, yeah, good idea. But because we don't know what the rest of this room's doing, like, if there's any magical goings on here, because TQ mentioned that there's a bunch of switches.
True.
And also I don't want to switch you guys off, just in case somebody comes through that door over there. So I'll take the papers just outside that door, and then do it there, just so I'm out of range,
Sure.
and see what I see.
So, do that. Anti-magic Lizzie, go. But outside of range of friends, so that they're not affected.
As far as you can tell, the paper does not change. The script remains illegible.
Nothing changed.
Colt calls through the door.
Okay, sure. You can... do you want me to load up the magical read all languages spell first, and then you do the dispel? Just saying to TKO.
Also, the room is brightly lit by several torches that you can see. They're all hung like there, and then there's one little thing here.
That sounds like a hint. But Colt put in the lizard back, and Jacob would just like,
Aye, Cundy.
Sure thing. So, Sonia, are you casting like tongues? Oh, sorry, the one that lets you just read everything.
Yeah, I
Comprehend.
can't remember the name of it either, but yeah, that one.
comprehend
Comprehend
languages.
languages.
Yeah, that's the one.
One of Via's favourites from the Wednesday game. And dispel magic on the paper.
Afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
You comprehend languages. You are unable to read the page.
Joseph, would you think
You
that maybe I can't read it very well, and holding it up to the fire for better lighting might help?
You hold it up to the fire and nothing happens. But
Is it just squiggles on a piece of paper and we're just reading way too deeply into
God, I
this?
hope so. I really hope so.
Here's a bunch of level 20 odd characters, flummoxed them with squiggles on a sheet of paper.
Oh, it's the tin of nothing again.
your comprehend languages would reveal something. You don't really understand it, but you seem to understand it less when it's near fire.
Make it cold? Turn out the lights.
Do you turn out the lights?
Well, he seemed to respond to that.
Hmm. It
I mean,
when-
is the sheet definitely magical in nature? Because TKO detect magic for free because it doesn't cost him anything. You can do it at will.
definitely magic paper.
Of what school?
Alteration. Oh, sorry, no, it'd be trans.
I was gonna say that's Skyrim.
Hey, it can be whatever he wants it to be. Maybe Skyrim
What if-
magic also exists
He's
here.
He's just like,
So that's a new school I haven't seen before.
It is transmutation.
transmutation magic.
It looks like it's been transformed. It's not an illusion.
But if you turn out the lights,
If we do that, which... Yeah, why not? It's a bit too bright in here.
who has dark vision?
I mean, I have blind sight. TKO
Blind
has
sight's
all
helpful.
sorts of sight. TKO has night vision, infrared vision, fucking everything.
Do
Yeah,
my
sure.
robotic eyes give me dark vision? Because otherwise, no.
They do not, but they do have lights on them. If you want to turn them on.
No, if the other people are making it dark, I'll leave it dark.
I've seen
you have
someone
dark
have that
vision?
in real
I
life.
think
I've seen someone with that in real life. It's really cool.
Sonya's gotta have dark
I
vision,
think
right?
I
You're half
do.
elf.
I definitely have ghost vision.
Okay. Anyone with dark vision can read the sheet clearly as it begins to, like reshuffle. And it is written in common.
Yeah, half-elves do have dark vision. Nice.
Excellent.
And it says, first I am dried, then I am wet. The longer I swim, the more taste you get. What am I?
The wind.
Time.
Just call that out?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, nothing happens when you call that out.
Yeah,
There
I know.
seems to be a space at the bottom of the page. that
First
is
I'm
waiting
dry,
for the
then I'm
to be
wet. The
written in.
longer I swim, the most taste you get.
Mhm.
Noodles.
Is Good
Do you
guess.
write? Yeah, do you write that at the bottom of the page?
That honestly, that's my first guess. So that's Sonya's guess. Noodles. And then both of us
as-
are hungry.
As you write in noodles, it just fades from the page, and a tally mark appears.
Right. Well, I tried my best. I'm gonna magic up some noodles.
You any good? You any good at riddles, partner?
No.
Shit.
Damn, we should have
I
hired
have.
someone who had riddle knowledge. God,
Yeah, sorry, you
damn.
should have grabbed one of the intelligent riddle people.
They're all level 4, but they can do riddle.
You've got Dave the Riddlesmith and John the Riddlesmith and
Smith the Riddle John.
Egwene the Riddle Solver.
First I'm dry, then I'm wet. The longer I swim, the more taste you get. Is that what it was?
I will post the riddle.
Okay, cool. Hmm.
I know the answer.
What do you write on the paper?
It's tea, right?
You're writing down T.
Yeah, it starts out as dried leaves, then you put it in water and it steeps, right?
You did! Cool.
Well done.
The paper
Nice.
goes entirely blank, and then a new thing appears.
Sonia grumbles and says, I mean, technically noodles works too, but whatever. I'm not going to argue with the magic paper.
You're not gonna argue with the paper. This is riddle the second.
Tool of thief, tool of queen, always used to be unseen. Sign of joy, sign of sorrow, giving or lightness, borrowed. What am I?
Time.
Do you write that down? If you do, a second tally mark appears on
No.
the
I'm not
page.
gonna. I'm not immediately writing things when I see there's a tally
Sorry,
mark.
can you read that again?
It's on the it's on the screen.
Oh, where? Sorry, where is
two
it?
look-
It's on the roll 20
chat.
rules.
Sorry, I'm in the different bit of it, so I couldn't see it.
I'll post it in Discord as well.
No, it's fine. I've got it now.
I
Is
mean,
it-
It's a mask, right?
You're guessing mask?
Yeah, so like
It is
hide your
correct.
face. Yeah.
Fucking hell, Graham's on a roll today.
Yeah, I think that sounds good.
Yeah. The paper goes blank one more time.
Nice
and
one.
Another riddle appears.
I don't have eyes, but once I did. I don't have eyes, but once I did see. Once I had thoughts, but now I'm white and empty. What am I?
It doesn't sound like the wind. Which is why it probably
Andrew's
is.
answer to everything is
The wind or time. Yeah, that's
The
the answer
wind
to
or
every
time.
riddle.
The last three riddles have not had the answer the wind
Well, then
or
those riddles
time.
have been wrong.
That first sentence sounds really jank. Just-
It. I'm gonna see. Well, I kind of want to see if either of them get it now,
Oh god.
because I think this one's actually the most obvious one so far. Come on,
Is it
guys, you can
skull?
do it. I
Is it
believe in you.
skull?
I mean, I was thinking skull.
It is skull.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You get it right.
We actually all figured it out.
That's what I'm saying. Like that seems like the easiest one so far.
Yeah, I focused on the
Uh,
white and empty, and I was like, hang on a minute, there's loads of them in the room.
The page goes blank for a moment. Then new text appears on it, and it says, "All right, you know what to do. Do you not remember the initiation? Just follow the steps that were told then."
This bit doesn't sound like a riddle.
Oh, it sounds like something that a cult would use.
Yeah, but that doesn't seem like it is expecting us to know some sort of initiation rites.
Yep.
Alright. This isn't a slight against Joseph. It's just I find it very funny. Of what a fucking useless magical item. Hidden
Yeah.
behind these three locks is. Don't worry, you know
Nothing.
what to do.
Literally nothing.
It is nothing. Yeah.
Quote.
I find it incredibly funny.
Oh, out of character. So, yeah, Colt knows what this is, right?
No.
Well, it's you that's doing this, so, like, surely you should know it. Back
Again,
into
you, 'cause
character, I know none of that.
you said above game out of character. Colt got a load of memories.
Yeah, exactly.
None of it is none of this in this room was involved in that.
Okay, sorry, I kind of, like,
Which is
assumed
why
that was...
that's why I asked the DM earlier, does any of this come flooding back? And he said no, none of
No,
this is familiar.
You should maybe ask that again about the idea of some sort of whatever this thing has said, because like that's the only reason I can think of us
No,
being
but
led to a thing that.
I'm correct me if I'm wrong, DM, but is the answer to that question no? Colt gets nothing from
no,
that.
You don't feel any of this is super familiar.
Huh.
Exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
because
So the
Joseph took me
memories and
through-
this are pointless.
Joseph took me through the series of events and I noted them down, and
Okay.
this has got nothing in it.
I write on the paper, remind me.
Oh, you write remind me on it?
Yeah.
It does nothing. Actually, a little picture of a feather drawn in blood will appear at the bottom of the paper.
I stupidly press it like it's an iPad.
Nothing occurs.
Yeah, because I just pressed a bit of paper.
I mean,
Sure.
can TKO mention that there's skulls that look like switches behind each of those plinths, as well as a pressure plate switch on that chair, and maybe people can put two and two together as to whether it's a suicide pact to get further
Pressure
in. Or...
plate on this chair, and this chair. All three have one pressure plate.
Yeah, so there's pressure plates on all of them seats, and there's skulls behind each of these pews, which seem to be buttons. Could there be some sort of I don't know, an insight roll or some other kind of roll to put two and two together, or...
I mean, what do you want to do with them? You want to press them, or?
Well, I'm asking the group as well. What do we think with that information?
I mean, we can't do all of the things at once unless we get more people. But we could try 3 people sit down, and then separately 3 people press those switches.
Yeah, because looking at the symbol that's above the seats, Coles is I can't help but think that this whole process doesn't end well for whoever's in those chairs.
Do 3 people sit down in the chairs? And if so, which 3 people?
As the person who definitely values their life the most sits in the big obvious chair.
Okay. You hear a pressure plate sink in and a chunky click.
It would be presumptuous of me to sit in one of the chairs, but there's only 3 for the 3 of you.
Sonia, what's your thought process on sitting in there other than you're not really valuing yourself as much as you should?
Experimentation.
If only we brought more.
If we all die...
I mean, we could just put some of those heavy rocks from down there on the chairs. That would also do it.
You go down there and pick up some heavy rocks and put them in the other.
Yes.
Sonia, do you want to jump off?
Fine.
Okay,
I don't want to see you die again.
you put 3 rocks in each of the 3 seats, and
I draw a face on the Sonia rock.
a little cup of tea appears in front of each one of them. It seems to be filled. It's just hovering in front of them. They're filled with some liquid.
Alright, want to try pressing the 3 buttons?
I think that might be less dangerous to press the buttons.
We could all mage hand the buttons down.
True.
Granted, if Kolt has to pass an int check.
He can do it.
Come on! Do the thing!
You all... Are
Yeah.
you all gonna press the buttons at the same time?
Well, guess Colt's using his stick.
Yeah, I'll use quarterstaff.
Sure, you
To
oh,
smack stick down.
on 3 all press button at the same time.
Yarp.
And the skull on the wall falls off, revealing that it is a mask.
Okay, not what I was expecting.
Picks up mask.
The tea is
it
still floating in front of each of the rocks.
What tools does TQ have on him? Because he has a bunch of tools.
I mean, I'm just gonna go over and like pour each of the cups of whatever into like a water skin.
Sure.
Basically,
you do that.
to empty the 3 cups.
The 3 cups begin refilling until there are 3 full cups again in front of each of these rocks.
Sure.
Sonia, your water skin seems equally full to as it was before.
Right. So I didn't get any of the.
No, you got the liquid. Like, it didn't teleport out or anything.
So it has refilled.
Yeah, it's refilled.
But it wasn't as full as it was. It's more full than it was before.
Yeah.
Not as full.
It is now more full because it now has 3 additional cups of tea inside it.
But they've just refilled.
I mean, hey, if these chairs aren't dangerous in the end, pretty great thing to steal.
What chairs to create tea?
Yeah.
Yep. That just refills itself. Is the mask got any like markings on it, or does it seem magical in any way if I go and pick it up?
You pick it up and it looks... It feels a bit heavier than you would have expected. It has like gold trimmings and stuff on the inside and the outside.
But it looks like a skull otherwise.
But otherwise it looks like a skull.
Mhm.
It doesn't seem magical.
Huh. What, even holding it up to the robot man with the magic vision?
Yeah, it is a mundane mask. You can like investigate the mask further if you want.
Sure. I get both of the... Right, Colt's fucking idiot. As per.
It's a mask.
See if the robot picks up anything.
'Tis indeed mask.
Yep, that's a mask.
We'll also show this to Sonia, by the way, if Sonia wants a look.
Sure.
Well, we'll show it to everybody, actually. I should
Yeah.
press so that partners in on this as well, because they might know if there's anything noteworthy about it.
Sure.
Dia de los Muertos.
You two can roll investigation as well. You would notice that there's a little mechanism. There is like a button that you would press, and it would do something.
This place is full of mechanisms.
Is it a button on the nose so you have to boop the snoot?
No, it is on like the side of the mask.
Shit.
It is like pretty well concealed. Do you
Press the
Putin?
button, see what happens? Question mark, everyone else in the room.
Sure. What's the worst that could happen?
You press the little button, and spikes shoot out of the mask into where the face of the person wearing the mask would be. You would guess this would instantly kill someone.
What, you press the button on the side and what happens to the mask?
Spikes shoot into the face of the person wearing it.
Ooh, gnarly. That's
You-
not good.
You would guess instantly killing them.
That's such a horrible way to go.
You see that the spikes seem to be coated in some sort of poison as
Making
well.
sure.
Just in case.
Making sure.
And after about a minute, the spikes retract into the mask.
If this is Five Nights at Freddy's, I'm gonna be raging.
Do 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 do. I mean, it does look like a standard pizzeria in here.
Yeah, it's even got all the blood stains.
Okay, so we've got a stabby mask, 3 tea chairs, buttons that apparently made the mask fall off the wall.
Don't know why you have 3 different buttons just to do that.
Was the mask like holding something in place on the door? I haven't even checked if the door's locked or not.
You try and open the door.
No, never
no.
try and open a door. Never.
No,
Why would you do
Okay.
that?
no.
You
I want to
cannot-
look at it.
Sure, it seems to be a door. There was a mask on it. Now there is a sort of little carving where the mask would normally rest. The door doesn't seem to have a lock nor a handle.
How do we know it's a door then? Other than is it just like a plank of wood with carvings in it and hinges on one side?
It doesn't have external hinges, but it is set inside the wall at a point where you think it would be a door.
I mean, you could try putting the mask back in place, then pressing the button.
Do you try that?
Yeah.
I'm just scanning me head over like the rest of the room just in case, just thinking, have we missed something?
I
The
mean,
freaking chairs with the tea just makes it look like someone is just gonna sit there enjoying whatever massacre is going on.
There is also the pit filled with people who've committed suicide.
and the 3 runes on the ceiling.
Yeah.
So, sorry, I blinked out for a bit there. So we got tea, right?
Yeah.
So the 3 things I think I wanted were like a tea, a mask, and a skull.
That's a good point. Riddle
Do
mentioned
we need
Yes.
those 3
Yeah,
things
the
to?
riddle mentioned all 3 of these items.
Yeah, do we need those 3 things to like move on?
But that's what I'm saying is I'm not finding anywhere where we can use them. Unless... I don't think any of us want to wear it. I could, and I'd probably be fine.
Yeah, I guess your head's not important.
How dare you? It just wouldn't hurt.
I stand by my statement.
Do you put the mask on?
Not yet.
Press the button.
The guys who committed suicide, if one of my characters flies down there and takes a look, did they like open up their own necks, or is it some other kind of like injury that was the cause of death? Also, how recent? Or are they like very dead, like very like decomposed? I meant.
Some of the more recent ones, it looks like literally just ran in, jumped neck first so that they'd snap their neck as they hit the ground.
So they might have been shoved.
Nah, I like Joseph's version better.
Maybe they were shoved. Some of them have like puncture wounds in their face. You would guess those are they could have
Mask.
possibly been caused by the mask.
Mm-hmm.
Others are really old and they're just dust and bones. Some of them look moderately relaxed.
At least
You
they died in
might guess
peace.
that they were poisoned.
That was my initial thought on the tea. Obviously, it's going to be poison. It's not actually going to be tea.
I mean, that's why I put some in the water skin. I'm gonna ask for it to be analysed later.
But the only thing currently uniting these people is they are all definitely dead. You would assume by suicide. For most of them.
For most of them.
I mean, it's hard to tell with some, admittedly. But the general trend from all the bodies you can tell, they all committed suicide.
And the symbols on the ceiling are above the chair and the pews, is that right?
One of the things on the ceiling is above the chair. One is
Above the stone.
one above the stone.
Yep.
And the other is
Above the
this.
table.
Well, it's sort of like pointing. It's sort of like going towards the door. It's not precisely above the table. It's like sort of in line with the door, but it is above the table.
It's about channeling life energy.
Yeah, you'd guess it's sort of like Sunya thinks it has something to do with souls. You could go up and like analyze it further.
Yeah.
True.
You could like identify it or something.
Just this.
Oh, do any of us have a pearl?
Yeah, I got one thrown at me by a cow last week.
Yeah.
Joseph, this suspiciously sounds like you're trying to ask me to do things that my character can do.
Maybe.
Yes, I will go up and identify.
These stones, you would guess, take souls from this room and move them somewhere else. Although that is only the function of the center stone. The one here enchants it creates and then enchants tea to be lethal to whomever drinks it.
Called it.
Although you would guess that like getting too far away from this crystal would mean the effect would go away.
So
and you would think
really awkward infinite tea.
I mean, yes. It's infinite tea, but only if you're right here, and only if you want to die.
Nah, I can like chip that out of the ceiling.
So that you can have infinite tea anywhere, but only if you really want to die.
Nah, I just need to fuck off far enough away, and then it disenchants the evil tea, and
Yeah, but it
it's the whole
produces.
thing.
Yeah, but the crystal produces the tea and the lethality.
Well, we'll figure it out later.
Tweak the crystal to not make it lethal, just make infinite tea.
Yeah.
Maybe. Could try it. Hey, could do it. And then
Can we tweak it to just make it Yorkshire tea gold?
you guess this crystal does the same thing as the crystal in the middle of the room.
Transfers a soul from here to somewhere else.
Yeah.
Alright, chips the tea one out the ceiling.
The tea in your bag vanishes. And also the tea in front of the 3 rocks vanishes. And also the crystal is now just in your... It is a big crystal, by the way. Like, it is the size of Sunya.
Does at least seem to get rid of all the magical effects that are currently affecting the room. I
And
wonder what
hey,
happens if we remove. I wonder what happens if we remove all 3.
I can go back up and keep chipping away if you want.
Are you guys
I mean,
gonna spend like the day chipping out these
I
three?
mean, TKO has anti-reality sword. He'll just carve it out.
Look,
Like
Sure.
Joseph,
seconds.
we're either going to solve this puzzle or we're going to make some money selling big crystals.
You
Anti-reality sword. Go, just carve them out.
sure
the
you
ceiling.
carve these three crystals out of the ceiling. Yep. You now have 3 crystals.
A big warning appears on your save saying that you've killed a story relevant NPC. Please load an earlier save.
Okay. This is interesting.
I mean, what were we meant to do? Kill ourselves to open the door?
Certainly done a thing.
Alright, do you want me to just blow that door?
Do you attempt to blow the door?
I mean, if you need to blow the door, I've got thermal charges.
Yeah, brilliant. Thermal charges. Nice.
Do you throw a thermal charge at the door?
I will set a thermal charge at the door and we will walk backwards out of the way.
Sure. You fucking destroy that door. And also a good chunk of the room.
As is alright.
Puzzles are for people who don't have thermal charges.
Let me just gotta like roughly. Yay, area is gone. As it just sort of collapses. Although you would have seen behind the door there was just a big rock wall. The door you would guess is purely ornamental. But before it blew up.
So is there nothing behind it?
No. Well, there was nothing behind it. Now there is a explosion crater and then a
Ooh.
cave collapse.
Yeah, but it didn't open into another room.
It did not, no.
So it wasn't really a door.
It
was
not
just-
a door.
Wood indented into the wall.
Yes, that looked sort of like a door. Oh, this poor puzzle.
This is what you get.
This is what happens when you suggest the only way to solve this is to die. I mean, that's what I took from this. Don't know about you guys.
I've taken nothing from anything. I'm
You-
just standing here
Tech-
silently playing my theme music.
Yeah, technically all you've done is give.
You know what I meant? Like, I was like, so the way to get out of or get into the next area is to put a mask on that kills us. Huh.
I mean, it's not gonna work now. We're fucked up the stuff.
True.
Unless it will still work just because we're holding the bloody things.
Oh, I mean, you would guess that similar to the T one, when you removed them from the ceiling, you pulled them out of the system.
Yeah. Alright,
Hang on a minute.
Ben, we failed our mission, but we did get 3 big crystals.
I wonder what we'll,
Get
I
through.
wonder what we'll find if we go to this location back on the planet we were on in the material. Because this is a Shadowfell version.
I will tell you now, it is a mundane cave.
Alright, so we do that, we get there, well that was garbage, alright, we come back. I mean, how about this? It's probably not, but what if this could have just been how they were this was their really fucked up plane shift?
Maybe. It seems a bit overkill. Literally.
I don't know. That's just random thought I had.
Or is it underkill? No, you were probably right the first time.
No, the kills are definitely underground.
Yes, that is what I meant.
What was left behind when Tikio carved the bloody stone out of the ceiling? Was there like something that it was connected to?
A
You
Mario
get-
pipe.
There were,
Essentially.
there were like symbols sort of carved. Well, you wouldn't. The main issue is you kind of destroyed and obliterated the setting that it was in. But there isn't like a physical channel that connects them, no.
I could set it back in there and mend the area, but I can't guarantee I'd I can't guarantee I'd be able to repair the magical connection.
Oh, I mean, you would probably say that the only one that could probably be reinstalled is the one that made tea. Because the other two had their setting erased from existence. You could probably build new settings for them. And then reinstall them.
If we knew what the spell was.
It sounds like, Sonia, you might have to put your crystal one back in and then bottoms up? Question mark.
I feel like there's a million things we could do better than killing ourselves to attempt to figure this out.
True.
We could just go back to the machine and look for more lightning people. Rather than this one specific one.
I wonder why it brought us here. Because I saw a library, not this.
That's a good point, I forgot about that.
Is
There was
there
loads of them.
signs of destroyed paper in the rubble?
I mean, we found the riddle paper, but that was it.
Oh, I meant in the rubble where I've obviously
Oh
exploded
yeah,
parts
where,
of the room.
where your charges went off.
I mean, there is some paper there.
But not a library looking like... it doesn't look like I've destroyed a library.
No.
Oh well.
God. Guys blew up the door.
Did we?
Oh. Didn't even try and open the door.
Because you said, oh, so you open the door, and that's always the universal sign for don't.
Oh.
Too
okay.
paranoid at this point.
Fucking doors are too powerful for you.
Look,
No,
we've
the
discovered
The
this
door was
many
weak,
times.
I destroyed it.
It's true.
We've had this many times, the door meta is real.
Oh.
Hell, my first character died to it.
I know, right?
Oh, good.
Doors OP, man. I should never have sent you guys against such an unwinnable encounter. A single.
Well, it's because the doors have the added benefit of the DM saying, oh, so you open it, and that makes everyone shit themselves.
door was too menacing. Needs nerfed in the next update. Oh. So you go back to the ship. And Ben's like, yeah, it's just like maybe 50 meters ahead of where you guys were. That's the coordinates. Was there something?
So what we did was the coordinates were 50 meters away from where we were, but we walked into a room that a cult had occupied.
Uh huh.
Wait, did that waste a thermal charge?
Maybe.
Define waste. I think you did a great job.
Yeah, I think you did a good job.
I think you guys went in there and blew up my puzzle.
Look, we have 3 crystals. Very big crystals.
Ben's like,
One of them makes tea.
Those are great crystal. What
One
do
of them
they
makes
do?
tea.
I think they're all
Oh.
related to killing yourself.
Right. Fair enough.
I know some people who love those.
There was some puzzle, we broke it instead of figuring it out.
And did that let you proceed?
Nope.
Doesn't look like it.
I guess we could just mine our way to the coordinates.
Yeah, just shoot a bunch.
Tiki was just like, hey, I'll eat. Turns the armor mode on. I'll go for a walk.
Sure, you start generating a tunnel towards this place.
Tiki-shaped hole.
Okay, now that we fucked it, can you tell us what we were meant to do?
Yes. Where are
mean,
we meant
yeah.
to kill ourselves?
Yes, the answer was just kill yourselves and you appear at the start of the dungeon.
Excellent.
Well,
I like my answer better. 3 crystals
Surely-
and life.
Okay, I don't want this to come out the wrong way, but really, you thought that we would just do that?
I thought you would figure out that that was the answer.
But
I mean, yeah,
we still needed
did.
to do it.
Well, I know. You
But in character, we'd go, no, I'm killing myself. Doesn't matter how.
It didn't really matter how. You wouldn't have lost anything from it. You would have just immediately appeared at the start of the touch.
Yeah, I know all that.
Colt's died 6 times. He's like, I don't want to do it again. 6 is
Oh.
enough. Doesn't
I-
get easier.
I've never died.
Good for you.
Good for you. You don't want to. Trust me, I've done it 6 times. It's not great.
I mean, I assume I didn't want to.
Cool.
Doesn't seem pleasant.
It's not.
So,
And it
it-
doesn't
it-
get any easier.
It takes like a day of digging because TKO can just fly straight there, but in order for the tunnel to be stable, you've got to bring in supports all the time.
Yeah,
To collapse.
yeah.
So it takes like a day of like TKO going a little bit ahead, then supporting the tunnel, then repeat.
I'll have Colt meditate, get his key back then, because he's on empty.
I mean, yeah, you guys have enough time to take a long rest, have a biscuit.
Have a biscuit. Is it
Ooh.
okay? Also, fun fact: you know that first riddle where it was like, the more I swim, the more taste you get. My brain went biscuit, but I
Yeah,
went,
so
don't
it's-
say that. And I went, don't say that. It's an idiot answer.
Yeah, it's an idiot answer. Like noodles. So you should have said it.
Yeah, but yours made more sense. Noodles
Oh.
made more sense. The fucking biscuits.
So, eventually, you guys will make it to the beginning of this.
As we freaking lightsaber our way through a wall.
Pretty much. Hang on.
We treat puzzles as they're meant to be treat.
By blowing them up.
We showed that puzzle who's boss.
Just with the time, will this dungeon be a next week job?
Yes, probably.
Cool.
We'll just blow up. I want to point out I won't be here next week because it's Easter, so I'm going back home.
Ah.
Uh,
I did mean to ask if anyone needs time off for Easter stuff.
Yeah, I'm heading back on the Friday, so I won't be really available.
fair dues.
I'm unable to make the Saturday game, but Friday I'm good.
Well, we'll do this last thing, then we'll call it.
Mm-hmm.
Finish the
You
mining.
eventually tunnel through, and you reach this room filled with a bunch of incredibly hungry cultists.
Hello.
Because they
Just be
could not,
chill, and nobody has to get their ass kicked.
It's howdy, y'all.
because they could not leave because someone blew up their method of leaving as well as coming in.
Oh,
Well,
so
none of them came through to tell us.
Because
Wow,
you,
this
'cause you
also
destroyed
really-
their way of leaving.
this shows that there was a huge flaw in their system. That if it was destroyed on one end, you could never leave.
Oh.
Yeah, there's no fail safes there. What the fuck? It's like, what if a band of idiots come
Are you
through
saying that
and
if we
wreck the
just
place?
left this for a bit longer, they'd have all just died of like?
Correct.
No.
Or if we'd left this, if we'd
Can't
left this for a bit longer, they would have come through and just went, "Oh yeah, we do this every fucking weekend."
The stronger cultists have things that let them teleport around, so they could have come and gone. As you've seen, that other guy pulled out a crystal that let him teleport between, like, the material plane and the Shadowfell.
Teleport crystal.
So, they're not entirely blunt. Also, it did take you guys, like, chiseling the holdings away with anti-reality blade to actually get in. Well, actually destroy the entrance, I should say.
Thermal charges, then anti-reality robot.
So, you know. But yeah, you arrive in this room, and they all look really annoyed at you. That is a good place to end the session.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that Flume is dead. Fuck that character.
See,
Yes. Mutual.
everyone loved that.
Everyone liked that. Oh.
Does that mean I can finally stop this cowboy music and end the stream?
Yeah.
If you want.
It was so distracting to put on. Because now I'm just like bopping away in the background like, no, Andrew, you need to stop listening to the music and pay attention to the puzzle.
Oh,
Andrew
poor
didn't
puzzle.
listen.
Those were some like the riddles were not of a what how would I put it, of the correct level where they were not unsolvable, but like if you didn't think about them, they were like kind of weird at first.
Yeah. I tried to make it good and that, like, you know.
Yeah, I've had the issue before where I've picked a riddle for a thing thinking it was incredibly easy, and then everyone took forever. Because like the answer to the riddle was just like a key. Like it was a super simple answer, and they're like, okay, so like something that gets you entry into a place, they're like a crowbar.
But hey, let's make sure that we all see how great of a job that you did on those riddles. Very fast, very big brain. Good
Yes.
job.
Yeah, indeed.
True.
I may have been doing a lot of riddles recently to make my own riddle dungeon, and
Does